Hi, it's Katie Farner, Director for Team Sunshine State Superstars. This is going to be the fourth video in my Can Do Cancun training series. And this series is designed to help our team members accomplish all of the requirements, if you will, to earn the Can Do Cancun Summer Incentive. We only need 15,000 points to earn this incentive. So it's completely doable. Everybody on this team can accomplish this. So I'm very, very excited, and I want to do my part to really help you guys earn this. So this video is going to be sales focused. You might have noticed my first couple of videos were more focused on recruiting. This one we're going to talk a little bit about sales. So during June and July, those can be some of the toughest months to get home parties. And the reason is a lot of people, their children are out of school, so they're traveling, they're on vacation, or they just have their children home and their house is kind of a mess and it's just difficult to entertain during the summer. And a lot of people, I think, feel as well that so many other people are traveling, so it's going to be hard to get a decent attendance at their party. So they kind of feel like they want to wait until school gets back in and things like that. This is why basket parties or pouch parties are a very beneficial tool to utilize during these summer months. So that's what I want to talk to you about today, basket parties. Utilizing basket parties to help you get your 500 in PRV each of the 3 months of the incentive. Because we have two different levels that we can get for PRV, either 150 or 500 in PRV. So I'm not even looking at the 150, and I hope you guys aren't either, because the 500 is so doable. It is not an unattainable goal to do 500 in PRV for 3 months in a row. So let's not even think about 150. We're just focused on 500 because guess what? We rock, right? So we're going to focus on that 500. So there's a lot of reasons why basket parties work better. They're not limited by a schedule. There are parties all over the U.S. You can mail the basket tester set anywhere in the country. It's very convenient for our hostesses, so it's very difficult for them to say no when it so easily fits into their lifestyle. You can have multiple going on at once. I had 3 of them out while I was in Greece, so 3 basket parties out while I'm not even in the country, where I'm earning income. And there's really no limit where your hostess can take it. So there's a lot of great reasons why basket parties can be very successful, especially right now. So you can do local basket parties, you can mail them, you can do what we call pouch parties, which is where you actually purchase a mini tester set for $25 and you break them up into smaller collections. So say you grab, 2 from the Corner Cafe and 3 from the favorites and 4 from the spring and summer collection. You just grab a little bit from each collection and then you merge them all together to make smaller pouches. So for example, maybe you could get 4 or 5 pouch parties out of 1 mini tester set. So they're not going to get to smell all the fragrances, but if you take a little from each collection, it'll create a good sampling. You can also do virtual Skype parties. So you can mail the mini testers to your hostess and set a date and time where she has her friends come over. You get on Skype with them, do your presentation. You could even play games. Like you could do the Scentsy story, you could do the dice game, you could do all of it just over Skype. Like you could mail, say you're going to do the Scentsy story game, you could mail the scent circle to your hostess and explain to her that that's what you'll pass around when we play this game. So that's a really fun thing to do, is the virtual Skype basket party. So you can even do a try it party where you loan your hostess a warmer. Maybe she's never even used Scentsy before, so it would be really good for her to have it and be able to try it while she's selling it, because she's going to be a lot more passionate about selling it if she's tried it. So think about that too. If they haven't tried it, give them a loaner warmer. When I first joined, little side note, When I first joined, there was a time when I didn't even have any warmers in my house because all of them I had, I was loaning out to people. Like I went without so I could have my customers experiencing Scentsy, the people who had never heard of it before. You can also do an office basket party. They say they like it, just bring them a basket. Like say you're in the dentist office and you're branded like this and somebody says, oh, what's Scentsy? And you say, oh, that's the wickless candle warmers. And they say, oh yeah, I got one of those one time as a gift. I really liked it, but I never got any more. That's when you say, hey, I'll bring you something by tomorrow. Are you going to be here tomorrow? Don't even ask. Just say, hey, I'm going to bring you something by if you like Scentsy. Bring a basket up to the office and tell her, hey, I'm going to leave this here with you for a week or so. If you get any orders, once you hit 150, you're going to get some free Scentsy because of it. So a lot of times you can just do things like that. So let's talk about how to market basket parties. So when you're at home parties, make sure that when you're explaining how hosting works, that you're explaining all the different options that they have. Make sure they know they can do basket parties, online parties like Facebook, home parties, fundraisers. Make sure they know all the different things that you offer, because if they don't know and you just talk about parties, they're going to assume that the only thing you do is the traditional home party. So make sure they understand. Show them a basket party during the presentation. Always bring one to your home parties ready to go, if you have one ready to go. You might have them all booked out after you follow this training. But anyway, bring one so people can see what it looks like and let somebody take it home that night if they're ready. So also display at your events. You could have a big sign that says, you know, collect orders while on the go or something. You know, come up with something creative, but you can have a little sign and have the basket tester set sitting right in front of it. Promote and ask everybody. Ask everybody. That is the best advice I can give on event training, is you have to ask everyone. I always say if I'm leaving an event and my throat is not raw and sore, I didn't talk to enough people. I didn't say enough to people. I talk until my throat hurts at events. I am talking to everybody about all the different kinds of parties. Anybody who gives me the time of day and is at my booth for 2 minutes, I'm telling them about hosting and joining. So make sure that you do the same. You can also incent your basket party host to pass on the basket. There's different names you can come up with, like, you know, I think it's called pass the basket or something. I don't remember. There's all kinds of ways that you can say it to where it sounds cute. Don't give the basket back, you know, and Scentsy gives them a reward. It's the Perpetual party reward, that extra half-priced item. So all you have to do is tell your hostess, hey, if you get somebody else to take this basket from you and create a new basket party, you're going to get a half-priced item. So you don't even have to offer anything, and Scentsy's going to give her an extra incentive. So do not forget about that Perpetual party reward. Offer it and encourage her to not let the basket come back to you. I've had 3 different times the basket get passed on. So I'm sure that there's people who've had it passed on much more than that, but that was really exciting when that happened. So it absolutely can be done. Always have a pouch party on you. I talk about this a lot. Sometimes I'll have just like a bar in my purse. Sometimes I'll have a little collection of a few different scents, which again is kind of what a pouch party is. Always have fragrances on you. You never know who you're going to run into. Like I was just at Publix doing some grocery shopping, and the lady at the cashier checking me out, she said, oh, I like your shirt. And I said, oh, thanks. You know, she just liked that it was so sparkly. And I said, oh, thanks. Have you heard of Scentsy before? And she was like, I don't think so. And I said, it's the wickless candle warmers. And she goes, oh, yeah. She goes, I was at the March of Dimes last year and I won the raffle, and it was the raffle for Scentsy. And I said, oh my gosh, that was my product. She didn't know who I was. She didn't remember my name, none of that stuff. But it just so happened that she is the one who earned my raffle prize last year. She's like, you gave a bar of sugar cookie and it smelled so good. She's like, it lasted so long. And so we just started chatting about it, and I pulled out my little scent sampler and I showed her some new fragrances, and sure enough, I got her contact info. She wants me to call her on Friday so she can place an order. So always have testers on you. Just a little sampling, because you never know what's going to happen when you're out and about, especially if you're branding yourself. So the last little thing here is long distance basket parties and pouch parties. Spread your net wide across the states. Don't think small. So many consultants limit themselves because they think small. They think of their network small. Your network is so much bigger than you realize. So many times we only think about who we know immediately at this moment, who comes to our mind. But if we sit down and we think about, where did you work 5 years ago? Where did you work 3 years ago? Where did you work 10 years ago? Who did you go to high school with? Who did you go to college with? Our network is so much bigger. And we need to ensure that we are casting a wide net all across this country. We know people everywhere, even outside of this country. You can mail it in a flat rate box. Usually I've noticed that it's about $10 to $12, $15 at the most is what it's cost me to ship. So what I do is I pay to ship it to them, and then I either mail them a check written out to them for the amount of the shipping, or I just reimburse them with product. So you ask them what works better for them, what they would prefer, having money reimbursement for the shipping or product credit. Most of the time they're going to want product credit, and it works out better for us because we just, we get PRV on it. So a lot of people do the sign out sheets, like in the Scentsy Family store, we have these little things called, I think it says, "Don't be a basket bandit." And there's like a little raccoon with a little mask on. It's cute. And it says like name of the hostess, and you can list all the things that are in the basket party or the pouch party. And then you have them commit to a date that they're going to return it by and sign it. Obviously, if they're not local, you can't have them sign it. But you could maybe do an email thing with sort of like an e-signature, so at least you can get that, because you want to set a firm date that they're going to mail it back. You do not want to get in the habit of being very lax on those things. You want to make sure that you are very firm on setting a date, because this is your business, and you want to make sure that nobody is prohibiting you from growing your business. And if some hostess has your basket tester set for 2 months, that's not exactly helping you grow your business. So be firm with them on the return date, and once they commit to it, make sure that they honor that. So hostess coaching is key to success with a basket party, especially a long distance basket party. You've got to make sure that you set up a time to talk with them on the phone, walk them through everything that you've mailed them, show them the combine and saves, teach them how to upsell. If somebody wants 4 bars, tell them if they buy 1 more, they get 1 free. If somebody's looking at a plug-in and 3 or 4 bars, show them the perfect Scentsy plug-in package. Make sure that they know how to really work that and make it the best possible basket party for them. It's not about us, it's not about our commission, it's about them and how much free product they're going to get. So I always encourage my hostess for their first goal to be the $400 in PRV, because they're going to get so much more in free product credit than if they have a party under $400. So I hostess coach with that as our first goal, getting the $400. And then the last thing I have is flip that host. I actually heard somebody recently say gifting instead of flipping. So she calls it hostess gifting instead of hostess flipping. And I love that, because this business is 100% a gift. I'm so grateful for this gift that I was given, for this business opportunity. I am so, so grateful. And your host can be too. So don't forget about flipping. Offer it to her right from the beginning, so the seed is planted. So the whole time she's going through the whole party process, she is thinking about it. Because especially if she's long distance, she knows these people are going to need more. So what's she going to host a basket party every 4 months? No, she's going to sell it. So there's some tips on how basket parties can really help you get sales, get your 500 that you need every month, May, June, and July, for this incentive. Work those basket parties, call your friends, get on the phone, get on Facebook, send out text messages, and get some basket parties. They're easy, they're fun, and your hostess is going to get free product credit. You're not asking her to donate a kidney, you're asking her to share Scentsy with her friends and get some free Scentsy. So be calm about it. Make sure that you really listen to your tone of voice when you're asking people, and keep it light and fun. And make sure that you ask, because if you're not asking, the answer is no anyway. Thanks for watching this video. Good luck with getting some basket parties, and I'd love to hear from you guys. Comment on this video. Let me know when you get some basket parties. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.